Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
To BUTV News, I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Delaney Giles. Let's take a look at the news.
Before classes started, students got an email from the president of Bradley announcing changes that will happen on campus. In the coming months, changes will be made not only to improve, but also include some cost-saving measures. This year, Bradley announced a $13 million shortfall, which is 10% of Bradley's operating budget. Budget cuts have been made due to the economic climate that is affecting many college campuses right now. This is also due to Bradley having a lower enrollment this year. The result has been that some programs and positions have been removed from campus. But one example of the more positive changes to come will be in the fall of 2024. Bradley announced that they will be working with T-Mobile to make 5G available on campus. The most visible part of this program will be iPads distributed to faculty and students. Although some programs are leaving campus, Bradley plans to review academic programs to ensure the value of students' degrees.
After 50 years in education and 38 at Bradley, Dean of Slane College of Communications, Dr. Jeffrey Huberman, announced his retirement. After the fall semester, Huberman will officially end his time at Bradley. During his years here, he has seen Bradley change and grow, like his role in overseeing the design and construction of the GCC. Not only has the campus changed, but he has contributed to creating 17 new academic programs. Some of these programs include sport communication, game design, and the immersive experiential learning tag. Not only did he help expand Bradley's programs, but during his time at Bradley, he helped raise more than $20 million in gifts and grants for the college. His work went further than Bradley, as he worked with many corporations like Warner Brothers, Disney, the NBC Olympics, and more. Huberman's work and achievements on campus have bolstered Bradley's reputation and helped countless students over the years. Bradley is grateful for the work Huberman has done and the commitment he has shown to the school. He plans to spend his retirement writing, reading, spending time with his wife, traveling, and enjoying his time with his children and grandchildren. The Mitchell LaHood Summer Congressional Internship Program raised over $76,400 this week through community donations. It was announced Saturday at the Peoria Riverfront Museum and covers 3 years of the program's expenses. This internship is a partnership between the Dirksen Congressional Center and Bradley University. Together, they provide stipends that allow 3 Bradley students to participate in a summer internship in Washington, D.C. every year. These stipends help cover travel, housing, and living, making this internship feasible for Bradley students. Those who just returned from the internship are Sarah Sweeney, Luke Borey, and Lavanya Dialaliker, who all worked as representatives with U.S. representatives. This internship, named after former Congressmen Ray LaHood and Bob Mitchell, who are both Bradley alums. Hopefully their program will grow in the future as fundraising continues.
Make a splash at Dive-In's first movie. This past Sunday, ACBU hosted its first dive-in movie of the semester at the Markin Pool. Students were under the sea while watching the live-action Little Mermaid, flipping their fins in floaties provided by Markin. Make sure to be a part of the next dive-in movie. We're sure it will be enough, where they'll be showing Barbie. One change this semester on campus is Quick Cash. In previous years, Quick Cash was used to pay for printing and laundry. But with Bradley now working with a new company, CSC Go, laundry is now free and Quick Cash is no longer included in the meal plan. Quick Cash is not gone, but now money has to be deposited online or in person at Swords Hall or the library. This change has been implemented through all of campus housing, including the residence halls, the student apartment complex, and St. James. With this change, no more swiping is needed for laundry, and students can monitor their laundry with the CSC Go app. Next is Julia Hunt with this week's weather.
And controversy surrounding Selena Gomez's new song. All this and more after the break.
You did it.
I stumbled on my words that much.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
You know, it was in the 60s this morning, but it heated up so badly.
It was a little warm, I'll be honest.
No, I was not a fan of it.
I mean, I tend to enjoy the cooler weather here, actually. I enjoy these mornings where they're cooler, but it gets so hot in the afternoons. Mm-hmm. Well, even though the weather is starting to cool down a little bit, it's not quite there yet. It is still summer here. Even though Starbucks released their fall drinks, it is still summer for the next few weeks. Looking at the forecast for today, we're looking at some medium temperatures, looking at 75 to 80, but it's in the medium range from what's in the southwest, which is the higher 80s, and in the southeast. and looking at the 5-day forecast, we're still looking at some heating up for the next few days here. We've had some cooler weather the past few days, but it will heat up back again to the 80s. However, we'll still get that cool weather in the morning here the next few days, looking up to the higher 80s, and so don't put your shorts away just quite yet. But looking at precipitation, we've got clear skies for the next few days. Gorgeous weather, perfect weather as far as precipitation goes. No rain in the next few days. However, you can see down in the east here, we've got Hurricane Idalia. It is a Category 3. Won't reach Illinois, as hurricanes don't reach here, but we'll turn it over to Idalia for the entertainment.
Thanks, Julia. With summer coming to a close, Selena Gomez still served us a new single titled Single Soon this past Friday. The 31-year-old singer has had quite the successful summer, starting with dropping new products for her cosmetic company Rare Beauty, and now with her new song rising up the charts. Many fans have speculated her lyrics reference moments in her last relationship with The Weeknd, but Selena has come forward saying that she is not a big fan of this theory, denying all allegations. Many artists have come forward praising the singer for her new hit, with fans expecting an album to come very soon. But Selena isn't the only ex-Disney star fighting for a spot on the Billboard charts. Earlier this year, Miley Cyrus released her newest album, Endless Summer Vacation, but did not stop releasing music from there. This past Friday, Miley has been breaking headlines over her new single, Used to Be Young, touching fans of her popular Disney Channel character, Hannah Montana. Miley writes on X, "This song is about honoring who we've been, loving who we are, and celebrating who we will become. In the music video, she is seen replicating one of Hannah Montana's outfits, layered with a Mickey Mouse shirt underneath, saying how proud she is of her growth and will always hold younger Miley close to her heart. Many music listeners were left disappointed this past weekend amidst the rumored album release from rap phenomenon Drake. Last week, Drake posted a photo of his newest album cover for All the Dogs, giving him even more publicity than he's gotten this past year. During his latest stop on his It's All a Blur tour, Drake addressed the backlash his fans have been giving him, saying it was coming soon. There was never a specific date. Drake promised fans during his Seattle show that an album was on the horizon, and it will definitely be worth the wait.
So with music from both Miley and Selena, I have to ask, did you guys prefer Wizards of Waverly Place or Hannah Montana?
I have to say Wizards of Waverly Place. I mean, I was just watching it before the show, so.
It was so funny, but you have to consider Hannah Montana's music.
I mean, the transitions, though.
Yes.
Absolutely. What about you?
I gotta go with Hannah Montana. I'm
Montana?
sorry.
Okay, it's Wizards of Waverly Place for me. Up next, more about the activity fair that took place this weekend.
And Bradley receiving a new grant right after the break.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The tree's roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade? Or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug? Or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Bradley has been awarded a $1 million grant from the NSF Advanced Program. This grant aims to be a resource for underrepresented groups, including women and minorities in the university's faculty, specifically those in engineering, math, and other STEM departments. The goal is to acknowledge the achievements of underrepresented faculty. Staff hopes to use this grant as an opportunity to create change that leads towards more equality, diversity, and inclusivity for everyone, faculty and students alike. Steps are already being taken with the Bradley Advanced BU program to help identify equality issues. These issues will be addressed through initiatives that work towards creating sustainable and meaningful change on campus.
Climb into the Cash Cab, where ACBU makes you a winner. This past Tuesday, students had the opportunity to answer some trivia for some cold hard cash on Olin Quad. Driving around the busy streets of Bradley, students were able to compete for gift cards to some of your favorite places, all while taking in the fall scenery of campus. Watch out and make sure to be on the lookout for more events. Joining any new clubs this year? The annual Bradley Activities Fair happened this weekend for clubs looking for more members. Chris Pacheco has more.
This past Sunday, the postponed Bradley Activities Fair was hosted on Olin Quad. Over 50 clubs and organizations were looking for new members. Wax for Max member Abby Williams was happy to tell us more.
Wags for Mags is a student-based organization here on campus, and we're at the activities fair today, which is a really great opportunity to get everyone out and involved, get everyone seeing new faces and meeting people. We have a ton of dogs here today, and we're going to be having a ton of events throughout the year, so it's a great way to figure out when things will be and where things will be.
In addition to traditional clubs, academic clubs are also at the fair, like the Bradley Speech Team. Sam Garcia was able to talk to us about the nationally recognized team.
Some things that you guys can enjoy at the activities fair is meeting new people, obviously, also getting more knowledge on different organizations and clubs that we offer on Bradley University. One thing that you guys should take into consideration, since we're on the topic, is the university speech team. It's really, really fun. You get to travel and meet new people and advocate for what you want to stand for.
New clubs were also at the fair, like Mic Check, an MEI-sponsored club. Leah Vanderblight tells us more.
We're a club for producers, DJs, musicians, all of the above, composers. We do like seminars, like have people come in and teach us how to DJ, how to produce.
To find out about more activities and more, please download the Be Involved app. For BUTV News, I'm Chris Pacheco.
Next is Dylan with sports and updates on Bradley's teams.
Bradley's soccer and volleyball teams and what they've accomplished so far after the break.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow!
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
For too long, there's been too much silence.
We've stepped back when we should have stepped up.
We lack the bravery to have the tough conversations.
It stops now.
It stopped with us.
As campus leaders, we recognize that sexual assault is a real problem.
And it's time to take action.
We're standing together as a community because this issue affects all of us.
And we can only end it if we are braver together.
Starting now, we don't look the other way. We make it a move and do something.
Before it's too late.
We promote a culture of respect for all students.
We say something even when it's easier to remain silent.
We stand up for survivors.
We never blame them.
We hold our friends, our leaders, our teammates,
and ourselves accountable for our actions.
And when we see something wrong, we're brave enough to interrupt. We say something.
We do something. We watch out for each other.
Always.
Being a Bradley Brave means
ending the silence.
Together, we can work to end sexual assault and rape culture in our community. Together, we can do the right thing.
Together, we can do the brave thing.
Make your move and stand with us.
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 And we can all be braver together.
It's good to be back on campus, and with all the Bradley sports starting, I'm finally glad to be back and watching my Braves here back in Peoria. But to all of the Braves out there, welcome back to campus, everybody. Now that classes have started, the weather is already in swing season, and Braves athletics is just getting started. So let's take a look at your Bradley sports for this week. It is peak soccer season right now, and the Bradley team is looking to make some commotion in the conference this year. The Braves started out the season strong with a good-looking away win on the Chicago South Side against the Chicago State Cougars. With the final score 2-1 last Thursday, the Braves made sure to keep it clean while still staying on the attack the whole game. Despite Chicago State taking more shots on goal in total, they were ultimately met in the 81st minute with a game-winning goal by Mijas that was enough for the Braves to get their first win of the season. More recently, the Braves took on the University of Missouri-Kansas City at home, where both teams gave the everything that they had just to split the result. The score does not do service to the action going on in the game. Excellent defense from the Braves led to them stopping all 11 shot attempts put up by Kansas City, along with the actual 2 shots on goal. Kansas City was playing rough as the 19 fouls in total by them were certainly beating down the Braves. This past game puts Bradley tied for third in the conference with a record of 1-0-1. Their next game will be played on the north side of Chicago, where they will travel to face the DePaul Blue Demons. Good luck to our soccer Braves, and be sure to tune in next week for results. Moving on to volleyball, very exciting news. The women's volleyball team hosted the CEFCU Invitational, where not even the Bradley fans were ready for what was about to happen. The Braves were set to play a triple header against Southern Illinois Edwardsville, Eastern Michigan, and IUPUI. The Braves started out strong, beating SIU 3-0. Then the next game serving a similar game up to Eastern Michigan, with the final score being 3-1. The tension was there, and everyone in the Renaissance Coliseum was ready to see if the Braves would take home a three-headed victory. Deliver they did, ultimately shutting down UIPUI 3-0 yet again. The fans were ecstatic in the building to see the Braves win the game, all three of these games in a row during their invitational, as that had been something that hasn't been done since 2015, folks. So the volleyball team will be in Mount Pleasant, Michigan for yet another tournament, where they will end up playing St. Louis University, UAlbany, and Central Michigan. Make sure to support your Braves athletics team as the seasons continue to rotate, and stay tuned for BUTV Sports for the latest on-campus sports news.
Sounds pretty exciting. I mean, we're back on campus, but Bradley Athletics is so back.
Bradley Athletics is back. You heard it here, folks. So, volleyball, sports, basketball soon.
Make
Get
sure to
ready.
show up to the games for sure.
Make sure to show up to the games. Students may get in free, so be sure to check on the websites. But
after the break, we have more about the upcoming week at Bradley,
including BU Explore, Orchestra Dance Company, and more organizations that are looking to get more members.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Let's look at what's happening on campus. BU Explore Peoria is holding their annual picnic to kick off the school year. This event is great for meeting new people and getting involved with Bradley. Free Avantis, chips, and water will be provided. BU Explore Peoria will be meeting Saturday, September 2nd at Laura Bradley Park at 12 p.m. Students are encouraged to bring outdoor activities with them if they would like. The Orchesis Dance Company is holding auditions for the fall semester starting Monday, September 4th till Wednesday, September 6th in Markin's Fitness Room from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The group performs many different forms of dance like jazz, hip-hop, lyrical, and more. Those interested are asked to please show up in dancewear. Everyone is invited to audition regardless of experience. BU Tech Crew is hiring and looking for new club members. Tech Crew goes to organizations and events on campus throughout the year that request help in providing lighting and sound. Tech Crew's goal is to provide services and support at these events. Joining is a great way to learn about equipment needed for lighting and sound. Those with different levels of experience are welcome to join the club, but only undergraduates can apply for the hired position. Applications can be submitted through the ADP system online.
Now, I'm not a dancer, but Orchesis is a great performing, and I love watching them.
Mm-hmm.
They are really good.
Mm-hmm. You ever been to a show?
I actually was able to stop by a show freshman year, and I was pretty surprised. That's like not my thing, but I got there, I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Delaney Giles. Have a great night.